also, I wanted to be there. I have to bring up Miss Oprah. I love her so much. That is my friend, and we're still good friends, okay? So don't worry, no worries. I really wanted to be there for a finale, but I learned my lesson from the last time. It's like lately we've been everywhere, and that's a blessing. But it's hard to keep up with everything. Mama Oprah is what I call her. She taught me a good lesson. And like when I found she wanted me to come and be a part of her final show, and she wanted me to sing, and I wanted to go so bad, like nobody else. It's like she's leaving me, and this is her big day and her big time and all of that. I want to be there and be a part of it, but we're here, so we can't go. And I was going to try to fly back to be there, but again, I learned my lesson from last time, and Miss Oprah, Mama Oprah was like, you know, stick to your obligation, do what you got to do. And I'm like, I know, but I want to be there so bad, but I am there in spirit. I call her Mama Oprah. Okay. Wait a minute, do I plan to do a music video? Hold on, just stop, y'all, stop. We acting up. Okay, we'll try to behave. But this is the only way I know how to be. And those that love to say, you know, sometimes people come on here and just be mean, and it's like, dang. Wow, it just shows how bitter and how cruel and how evil and broken. Oh my God. You know what? Let's talk about it. Because I'm just let you know, if you come on my page with this Satan and satanic and this Illuminati crap, that's you spreading it, and I will not allow it. Don't even bother to come on my page because you will be blocked in Jesus' name. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to say this one time and I ain't going to say it no more. Just like I told my friend. Now, I can't speak for other folks. I can only speak for me. First of all, as a Christian, it pisses me off and I don't like it because you're giving, first of all, God is a jealous God. And you're giving his credit, those who are doing that, for his works, for his favor. It's called God's favor for those who are not Christians and those who are weak-minded and those that do not know. Okay? It's called God's favor. And what is it? Few are called, but many. What is it? Many are called, but few are chosen. And I can't help who he chose. And at times, for majority of us, half the time I sit and wonder, like, Lord, why did you pick me? Like, how did you pick me? But at the end of the day, in the human form, let me rephrase it. It is crabs in a bucket, and it's, at the end of the day, I notice it's only amongst a certain group of people. I don't call them out like that. And it's called crabs in a bucket, and it's those who can't stand or understand why someone else is successful. And so, therefore, it's the crab in the bucket effect. It reminds me of when I was in South Africa, and this girl was telling us a story. It was a little white girl. She was telling us a story about how her nanny was a black woman, and how her family tried to buy her a house. And she was like, well, they took her around and they showed her all these fabulous homes, and they were going to buy her one, and she wasn't picking one. And they were like, you have all these beautiful options. Why wouldn't you pick a house? And she's like, I can't have that. And she was like, why? Because my people would tear it and burn it down. Mm-hmm. And so basically that's what's happening to those that are successful with that crap, basically, because it's crabs in the bucket. But one more reminder, if you come on my page with that, you will be blocked. In Jesus' name. Moving on. You know, you just don't, you know, God don't like that because this is what he's done. This is what he's set up. This is what, it's called God's will, and it's called God's favor. Run into that. Somebody want me to sing I Remember Me. Yeah. We got to, so now, see, this is turning into the Japan stuff. We have to do Go, we have to do I Remember Me, and we have to do, we got to do Know What's Gonna Love You First. That song scares me. I know. This is nothing. Hey, I want y'all to see Walter. Walter, come here. Walter's very shy. That's my life. I can't talk.
You know somebody asked if you want to make that for people.
Walter's very single. No, he's not. Yeah. Yes, he is. Walter's my life partner. Walter and I grew up together. We've been knowing each other since the 6th grade. And again, Walter's very shy. He's not going to come with us. Walter, you're not a mess. Your hair always looks like that. Okay, I'm done. No, Walter, come say hi. You got period. Now, why you gotta put your nose? Wipe it off. It's shining.
My whole face is shining.
It always do. That's all it does. But no, what's I finna say? Yeah, what's I finna say? What was I about to say? I know the difference, but don't try to strip me of who I am. Okay, yeah, I remember. We'll talk about that. Hold on. Dang, I was talking about something. I don't know. See, I blacked out again. Oh, No One's Gonna Love You. Yes, No One's Gonna Love You is the next video, and I will be shooting. Oh, that's what I was talking about, also. But No One's Gonna Love You, we're shooting that video in New York on the 31st, I think. On the 1st. They keep changing the date. They need to get together. I just put me in front of the camera. Ain't no one. Okay, y'all don't want me to dance, but we'll have to see. Walter. Let me get back to Walter, and then okay. Me and Walter have been on each other. Walter and I have been together since the 6th grade. What is it called? Grade school. Okay? Yes, elementary school. And actually, it was the kids in the classroom that really brought me out of my shell and had me sing. And Walter was definitely one of those people. He was in the choir, although he could not sing, but he could play a saxophone. Anyway, so when we graduated from 8th grade, once we got in high school, we went to separate high schools, and he called me. He lived not too far from where I grew up, like 2 blocks away. And he called me when we were like 14, 15 years old in high school. He's like, I'm going to be your manager. That's exactly how he said it. And I was like, boy, whatever. And he took it very seriously, and that's what he did. So he started booking me. He was like, the world has to hear this girl sing, and I'm going to do anything to see to it that they do. This is Gay J calling me. Gay J is on Twitter too. Well, Walter, can you please sing? Walter, you know what? You can find the clip of Walter on YouTube when he called himself auditioning for American Idol. And then it's a video of him and James Bay singing, and I'm telling you, on there too. And also, Walter is the boy, when I did on my last tour, singing I Love You, I Do. And I gave him the mic, and he said, I don't know what he did. And I couldn't do nothing but laugh, and it says Jennifer Hudson can't finish the song. Well, that's Walter. So you can check him out singing on there. But anyway, so Walter called me and was like, I'm going to be your manager. And he took it seriously. He used to book me for shows. We had the idea of how it should go. And that's the thing. Like, people, we work hard for this. Did we not work hard for this? I've been on this path and this journey since I was 7 years old to do this and to get where I am today. And so has he. And he, what happened? Yeah, he called me and said he's going to be my manager. He used to book me for shows. He used to even get his little percentage. And then, I'll tell you the truth, he didn't have much money. So, he would buy my clothes and leave the tag in it and then take it back to the store. Like, together is not necessarily bad. It's just a matter of making things work. Okay? See, it's a good sign to everything. Stop looking at the glass half full. Half empty. Oh, I'm slow right now. Half empty. Anyway, so he said he's going to be my manager. So anyway, he booked me in all types of shows and different things like that. And then, eventually, he was the one who got me to do the Disney audition. He used to try to make me sing for everything under the sun. And so he called me one day and he was like, so I want you to go to this Disney audition and sing and this and that or whatever. I didn't even know what it was for. And because it was like around my birthday and I had a cute little dress and I felt like singing, I was like, sure, I'll go. Any other time I said, no, I'm not going. So I went and I ended up getting a Disney gift. After I spent the time on the cruise ship, 2 days later, Siobhan is getting so tired of me talking. She's like, is she still talking?
No, I'm not. No,
I'm almost done.
No, I'm not.
Okay, so 2 days after I got finished on the cruise ship, with my contract on the cruise ship, he had the American Idol audition lined up. So to me, Walter is like my Quincy Jones. Like Quincy Jones is to Michael Jackson, like Clive Davis is to Whitney Houston, Walter Williams is to me. So that's who Walter is. And because he was determined. He's like, And that's why he is my assistant, and that's why he is boss man and I am boss lady, because I am the head.
And not the tail.
The head and not the tail. I am the CEO. And I'm boss lady of J Hud Productions, and he is boss man of J Hud Productions. So when I get beside myself, I step down and I let boss man make the decision. Because I always say, if you don't like, well, Walter and George are two of those people. If you don't like Walter and if you don't like George, that lets me know it's something seriously wrong with you. Alright. That's how I can judge people, like, okay. Because they wouldn't hurt a fly. Although sometimes I'll be going to hurt Walter. Because he okay, I'm gonna say this. Don't run. So y'all get to see what they deal with on the day-to-day with me. And this is why I'm always on Twitter tweeting y'all, because they say I talk too much. So I don't have to talk to them, I talk to y'all. Now, anyway, he decided to, y'all know I love my Where You At code. How many times have I tweeted about my Where You At code? Well, let me tell you about Where You At. My Where You At code is called Where You At code because I wore it in my Where You At video. That's how much I love it. I said, no, I'm wearing my own code. So I even wear it around my house. If I get cold, and I always get cold, I put my Where You At coat on because it feels like a robe, and it's a coat at the same time it's very comfortable. Well, Walter, do you know it's winter here, guys? He decided, now he put my coat in the cleaners before we came out here, and he was supposed to bring it with him. I went to LA to spend time with my family, a little ahead of him, and Walter's birthday just passed away, and he stayed at home for his birthday. And he said, Jennifer, he real flat, y'all, I'm gonna bring your coat. Yeah. I can do it again. That was good, that was something. I knew he was lying in. We get here, and I get cold. Walter, knowing the answer, where's my Where You At code? Where's my dress? That's from this is his answer. Oh, that's it. Justin, he real flat, y'all. I'm telling you, watch him. Anyway, just all he do is breathe. Okay. Anyway, so therefore I have no Where You At code. Alright, I don't know. See again, I talk too much. I forgot my point. Okay, I guess we'll sing another song because I didn't talk too much. But that's Walter, and that's where he comes from. No, I do not have a trainer. I just literally go by the way Walter's going. I think that is one way I have not to toot my own horn, but I've been able to hold on to my voice in my weight loss and sustain it. It's because it was done in a natural way. I do not believe in it. I mean, my thing is, why would I don't believe in the surgeries and none of those things. If I can't do it naturally, it cannot be done. And I did it naturally. And you can too if you put your mind to it. And what else was I going to say? There was one more thing I wanted to add.
And the right.
Right, you know things too, but it's a combination of things, and it's something you have to carry on for life. I see Weight Watchers questions, so I'm answering and addressing those too. I'm just trying to catch everything. And another thing, my thing is there will never be any surgeries, there will never be any plastic surgeries because man cannot do better than God. What can you give me greater than him? You are not going to touch my face. Go look at them folks. Go look at them folks who did. Why would you want to do that? Hell, I'm sorry. Man cannot do better than what God can do. So why would I allow you to? It makes absolutely no sense to me, and I will never understand it. So yes, it has been done naturally, and you can do it too. And I'm sharing the secret with the world. I see the little hate comments because they're mad because I'm smaller now, and it's like, ooh, like it's an interesting transition because not only am I going through transition, but the people are going through a transition with me, and I see the difference versus the other life of Jennifer. And now it's a totally different thing, and I see like, wow, it wasn't the same for the old Jennifer.